happens when we get in here. Going in with the J-Yoon, we're going to see some greatsword action. I feel like we never see greatsword.
No, we don't see, well, we're seeing a lot of greatsword, especially now with how players have been playing this recent patch. And we saw a lot in Europe, we saw a lot in South America yesterday, and we saw it in South America especially too, and or I'm sorry, Southeast Asia. And now we have Pugsy playing it, and we're not used to seeing Pugsy play it at all. Usually they're a Jala player. I mean, they got Sword with Jayun, but you know, Greatsword has just been one of those options that have been leading into some very, very nice bridges. And he might be able to get those landings onto Impala.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a tough challenge ahead of him, too, because Impala, remember, BCX 2022 champion. So, I mean, definitely one of the best players in the world for sure. So, definitely going to have his hands full. And yeah, it's definitely been a battle back and forth so far. Neither player has a real clear advantage. But I would say Impala has been controlling the flow of the game since the beginning here. And as you can see, takes that first stock.
Yeah, that scythe aggressiveness from Impala has been doing very, very well against Pugsy. And, you know, Impala's kind of surprising me a little bit, right? I mean, they're used to be known for playing Kaya, which is spear, and which is known for bow, right? And when you're going into this, Impala's being really, really good with a scythe out of nowhere, going in with this Munin, you know, having that bow as a secondary backup. But this scythe gameplay from Impala has been catching everyone off guard tonight that they've been facing.
Yeah, I mean, for good reason too, but hey, you can play as well as you want. If you get hit by a great sword and you have that much damage on it, you may as well just kiss that stock goodbye, man. That thing packs a punch. As you can see, Pugsy's going to take that momentum and continue to run with it. Tries to go for a crazy option there, not able to connect.
Yeah, trying to go in for some risky options here, and I think Impala, I think it's just coming down to the fact that Impala is playing the way that he is. He's got to approach a different way, you know, he's got to try to bait into some different options. You know, Impala's trying to go in for some different light attacks. Pugsy was able to get some punishes, but overall, Impala's pressure has been very, very good in this current round. I mean, you're seeing him going with his bow. You're seeing Pugsy really respect that. But now, as I say that, Pugsy comes in, takes the pressure away from himself, and gets the double-sided knockout, and knocks Impala into that final stock.
Okay. Now we have, oh God, did you absolutely yoinked him off the stage here. Tried to find a way to put him off stage, potentially even up the stock count. And has been doing that ever so slowly, but now you can see Pugsy taking his time, recognizing the position that he's in. He does have a nice little lead here, but of course, you can't always be too careful. And as you can see, Pugsy just got a little laxy-daisy, and Impala took full advantage of that.
Yeah, Impala's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make things even. Kind of calm it down a little bit. I'm gonna try to make it my momentum a little bit. Let me try playing with this scythe. I'm gonna try to catch you off guard and try to make you a little bit more rushed. And we're seeing Pugsy rebuttaling pretty well, trying to go for the sword stylites, these side air options, trying to like push back Impala a little bit so he can restructure himself and get these like GC downlight side air options and going for these different combos.
Oh, okay, there we go. Getting a couple hits here. Yeah, right. Oh, damn! Tried to go for something a little spicy there. Ended up getting punished for it. And now Impala, okay, did have a good position to try and close that out. Oh my God, this is really coming down to the wire, AJ. What's gonna happen?
It's all going to come down to how Impala edge guards Pugsy, but he doesn't do it the greatest. It does allow for Pugsy to come back. He gets the unarmed side air, but Impala does have the bow. A bow dare might be an option, a bow neutral air, or it might be a great sword knockout option for Pugsy. It all comes down to this. This is the last stock red. Impala with the bow neutral air doesn't knock out. It's all down to the wire. Impala picks up that scythe. He's going to be a little bit more aggressive. He's going to try to push Pugsy in the air and get the downlight neutral air. And it lands, and Pugsy is out of the final stock. Impala taking this game to his name and putting that pressure where he needs to.
And I feel like that's like one of the biggest weaknesses about Great Sword right now. It's just like, yes, it's strong. It hits hard, right? But like, and when you get to these scenarios, right, especially when you're going against a fast weapon like a bow or a scythe, it really just takes you committing hard to like one option, right? And then if your opponent's just ready for it, they're gonna get the punish. And as you can see, he closes out that stock. I mean, yes, you hit hard, but my goodness, you can put yourself in such a terrible position. So hopefully it doesn't happen to Pugsy again. But Impala's definitely gonna be looking to get as much mileage out of any option as possible.
It's kind of funny to me too, because I mean, we're seeing Pugsy now play a lot more sword compared to the greatsword that we saw not too long ago, and it's working out very, very well. I mean, Pugsy's character Jayun is known very much for being a greatsword like main weapon, But as I say that, you know, you're seeing Impala doing this really incredible edge guard, launching Pugsy into the yellow, but wasn't able to do anything with it, allowing for Pugsy to come back, you know, try to go in with that sword again and try to get this knockout. Look at them go. Ooh.
Okay. Ooh. Great hit right there. Yeah, Pugsy's gonna just completely shrug off that last game and go ahead and get this first stock. And honestly, not taking too much damage in the process either. However, Impala just spawned with the scythe in hand, so you do have to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, that scythe from Impala has been very powerful, and now we're seeing him use a signature set of Munin, catching Pugsy off guard a little bit. And Impala was doing that in a couple different rounds, or a couple different sets that he's had on broadcasts as well, which he uses a lot of the down signature, etc. But, you know, Impala throws the weapon, thinking it's going to definitely land on Pugsy. Pugsy dodges it. You know, weapon starves Impala and allows for Pugsy to go on the greatsword. But, you know, he couldn't weapon starve him enough because Impala comes in with that bow, tries to go in for two different signatures, gets the side air option instead, and now has this edge control. And will it knock out? No, Impala goes too far down with the ground pound. It's still able to touch them, but gets knocked out by Pugsy's there.
That is crazy and super uncharacteristic of Impala to just completely flub something like that. That's crazy. I'm still trying to comprehend what happened. However, in the process of that, Pugsy does lose their first stock, so Impala definitely showing signs that they're still capable of playing this game, but that was just crazy. I don't know. That was weird.
I don't know. It's kind of a rock and a hard place for Impala now. Now he's got to be the aggressor. He's got to go ahead and remove that stock disadvantage that he gave himself by going off ledge and holding ground pound too much. And now you got Pugsy in the orange. You have Impala having his edge control, getting that scythe, and is doing his work with Devil Dare, and leading it to a knockout option. The weapon throw lands two to confirm, and now it's an even game.
I can't believe what I just saw. He gave charity, and now he's taking the lead. He said, I hope you like that free sample I gave you because you're not getting another one. You have to pay full price now. And Pugsy's refusing to pay. He says, no, I've been a customer here. You should have given me this for free. I have a membership card. And Impala says, that's not how this works here, sir. You have to call the number. You have to wait 5 business days. Oh, my God.
And Impala showed that he had to get Pugsy to wait 5 business days with a fantastic signature, that fantastic overall control over Pugsy with that scythe. And, you know, I think Pugsy's having a rough time with the movement and the momentum of Greatsword to the point where Impala's like, hey, why you're on Greatsword? Let me go at you. Let me go ahead and read you the terms and conditions of our gameplay, and just showed him who was boss.
What the hell happened at the end of that game, AJ?
A lot of aggression, a couple different hits, and then led into a neutral air.
That entire second half of the game was just stupid.
Yeah. It turned into, you know, Impala going in very aggressive and making Pugsy go off that ledge. You know, you're seeing Pugsy trying to approach with that greatsword off the ledge, and Impala knew the dodge like points that Pugsy was going to go for because Pugsy was stressed. I mean, he felt all the pressure that Impala was giving him, and all of his attacks were landing. You're seeing Pugsy also impulse dodge a little bit too. We're seeing that, you know, and well, he didn't dodge there, but I mean, now it's a new game, and I don't know, Pugsy just has to take that center control because as soon as it's not in his favor, Impala just goes crazy, and you know, Pugsy took it and knocked out Impala's first stock if it was that way.
Yeah, I don't care. That's how last game went too.
it was, that is true.
Pugsy took the first stock last game when we saw what happened.
We did indeed, and I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because I mean Impala is starting to adapt to Pugsy a lot too, especially against that greatsword. If he can keep Pugsy on that greatsword though, that would be very, very vital for Impala. Neutral air recovery does go ahead and land, doesn't knock out, but picks up the bow again. Says, you know what, that miss with bow. Let me go ahead and go back to it here. And just comes in with this neutral signature.
Dude, he's a juggle master, man. Look at him. He's just bouncing. He's a pole bouncing act. Look at this, man.
Dude, he's just landing all these weapon throws and keeping Pugsy in the air. And, you know, he has this platform control, and the bow has so much combo ability with the map control as well. And Pugsy's in the air trying to approach. Cannot find a way. And Impala comes in with that down signature just to go ahead and confirm.
Being a Pugsy fan is suffering, AJ. Do you know that?
I know, man. I know, but he read the terms and conditions going into this matchup here. He's got to wait the 5 business days because Impala is just going at it with this bow. He's got to go and maybe get the stock knockout, but will it be enough?
All right, he gets that. That's great enough. Oh my god. Oh, Impala's playing so good. I don't see Pugsy winning this game. I want him to. All bias aside, right? I really do want Pugsy to win here. But Impala's playing so damn good. I just don't see it happening, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Impala's going crazy with this site. You're seeing Pugsy trying to go to Greatsword, tries to get that weapon, but Impala reads that very, very well, gets the silent option. You know, Pugsy's pulling out this final point and move and trying to call the manager. Impala says otherwise, you're not speaking to that manager. I'm going forward with this event, and goes crazy with the signature knockout. Just has all this control over Pugsy.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! It's suffering, AJ!